guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. If you guys don't know me, my name is Liz, and if you guys do, welcome back. So I do have my friend here, Leslie. She's on a Zoom call with me. I'm super excited. My first guest on my little show.
Hey girl, hey.
So I do just want to give you the chance to introduce yourself and just say what you do and for your YouTube channel because you do so much. So I just want you to explain yourself. Yes. So
Okay.
go ahead.
All right. Hey, hi guys. My name is Leslie and I have a YouTube channel, Leslie's Blushing, and that's how I met Lizzie. I actually found you through your hair.
Oh my gosh.
Right, your hair. Because like I was literally going through the same thing. Yo también, like my hair was fried and I was like, oh my God, YouTube heard me. And that's how I found you.
Oh my God.
And I have a YouTube channel and I also do like Instagram. So, I feel like it's fun. It kind of goes like hand in hand, the whole.
Yeah, and then she also has a chamoy business, so she does like all those bomb chamoy candies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So also that
right here.
Oh, are you drinking a michelada?
It's just agua mineral and tequila.
Oh, okay. Well, similar.
Yeah.
So cheers.
Cheers.
I hope that one day we can actually drink it together,
I know.
live in person. Yes, dude, come.
Wanted to go.
You've never came?
Never. Me or my hubby, we've never gotten.
Oh my God, yes. How far is it from your house? Do you know? Like how many hours?
Honestly, I have no idea. Since we live in Texas, like I'm sure it's like a good flight. Like a good 4 hours.
You would have to fly.
Yeah, we'd have to fly for sure because he would not drive all the way out there.
Yeah. I don't think we went to Texas y duramos like 10 hours to get there. Yes, and it was like horrible. Yeah, it was.
Where did you go?
I went to El Paso.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and that's like way on the other side. See, you still have to like drive hella.
Dang. Yeah. Yeah, no. And then it was so bad because imagine being stuck in a car for 10 hours.
Heck yeah, no.
Yeah, I was like, I want to leave already. Like,
I have family literally that drives from California to Houston to visit us, and it takes them 2 days, dude. They'll visit. I'm like, I don't know how y'all do it. All y'all in one car.
Yeah, I think because they're some people like to drive. I have a friend que le gusta manejar. Like she'll literally be like, I'm down to drive. Like I'll drive. And I'm like, I'm not down to drive. I hate driving.
Yeah, I get car sick. I'm like,
yeah. I don't like it. But we're gonna continue on with our topic for the day. So, I hope this works. Cause I'm gonna be so mad if like, one little thing goes wrong. Cause we're already
like, one little thing can just throw it off.
So, yeah, we're gonna get started with our topic, and our topic today is gonna have to do with last week's topic. So I did talk about how important it is to get ready and just take care of yourself and self-love, especially because we are moms and we are wives, so we tend to put our like husbands or our kids in like first instead of ourselves sometimes, but I did want to talk about the importance of, having a balance, because I'm not saying like say fuck them or anything like that, but also have time for yourself, it's important. So, so what do you think about that? What do you think about what keeps you motivated to get ready? Because I know you get ready every day, huh?
Yeah, I try to. There's times where I don't, where si me da más huevonada and I'm like, okay, not today. But I think like it really does change how you feel. Mm-hmm. Like honestly, I've already done it, and from experience, like for my own self, like when I don't get ready and I don't take that time, like I feel like that about the whole day. Like huevona, like just like not just huevona, but like
I know what you mean.
Lazy. Yeah. I don't have like the same ambition as I do as whenever I take the time to like put myself together, make sure I have a cute outfit on. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like my confidence just like goes up. And I think like it got to me more because there was this one post that said like, when you look good, you are not going to run away from the camera. You're not going to run away from an opportunity because you're already ready. Yeah. Like you don't have to be like, oh my God, like don't take a picture of me because I look like crap.
Like hold on. Yeah.
You can meet somebody someday that, you know, might connect you to the right people, or, you know, just an opportunity.
You have to stay ready instead of being like, oh, I'll get ready this day. Because you really never know when you're going to meet someone that can open so many doors for you, you know?
Exactly.
That can help you out. And I feel like 1000% the way you look, even if it sucks to say this, but people will judge you off the way you look.
Yes, that
you know?
too.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna be like, well, if you don't if you don't care about yourself, why should I?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And you feel it. Like literally, I've literally experienced this too. Like when I've just gone how I was the whole day, toda fodonga, and then go to the store, compared to when you're dressed up, like people acknowledge you more and they take care of you more. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, dude. El otra vez I went to Ulta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, my baby's crying. Do you hear her?
Mm-mm.
Oh
no, you don't have.
but he's got her. No, la otra vez I went to Ulta one day, and I remember that I went in, and obviously I'm waiting for them to greet me, you know, but I look like shit. Like I just went like, and I went like on Thursday or Friday, I think, and I was ready. I had a full on outfit. I had my makeup done and everything, and like the whole store, like all of the employees were like, "Hi, you know, welcome in." And I was like, you bitches, the other day no me dijeron hi, you know, you didn't even say nothing. And I was like, damn, they really did like low-key judge me off the way I looked. You know?
Yeah, seriously. And not just that, but speaking of that, in Ulta, I remember this one day, like when my hubby stayed home and I was gonna go run errands, right? And that day I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go really fast, like quick. But I was like, no, arreglate. Like one, it's gonna be your time since we are a one-car family. I'm like, I'm gonna have time to myself to drive the truck by myself, like look cute, you know? So like you used to back before you had kids. So I took the time and I got ready, and I'm so glad I did, because that was like the first time that somebody that followed me came up to me. So can you imagine if I looked like crap? I would have been like, oh my God, trágame tierra, you know? But no, I felt good. Yeah. And I felt so good. And I was just like, you see, I was like ready for it, you know? Exactly. And I was excited. And yeah, it like really changed. And I think too, like growing up, my dad was really strict with us getting ready. Like he hated us coming to eat breakfast, like todas greñudas, yeah, like still looking like we just woke up. He would get pissed. Like he didn't like that. So he would want us to have our hair like back, our face clean. And I think already like that mindset is how I am. You know, like you need to be ready.
So you got that, yeah, from your dad thing.
Yes, like they'd always be like, te tienes que dar tu lugar porque nadie te lo va a dar if si no lo demandas.
Yeah,
you know?
That's
so
true.
That's literally how I feel about.
That's so true. Give me a second. My freaking camera died. What did I say? Okay. Something was gonna happen. Okay, guys. So sorry, my camera died, but now we're back. Because that's super helpful. Like maybe you hated that your dad did that when you were little. Yeah. But I feel like now you're like, oh shit, he's right. Oh my God, duh. And I feel the same way. La otra vez I was telling my son, because we bought him some shoes, some school shoes, right? We told him, this is your school shoes and you're gonna wear them. And they were already like super messed up, right? So I'm like, okay, papi, like you could wear your going out shoes and then we're gonna go buy you some. Yeah. But he just didn't want to go to the store because he was lazy. He's like, no, I just want to go home already to play his PlayStation, you know? And I was like, so what, you don't care about your shoes? He's like, no, like nobody looks at feet. Yeah. You know, and I'm just like, papi, no, like you cannot be going like that, you know? Until finally I convinced him, I'm like, papi, it's because you have to realize that it's important for you to look good. Like when you look good, like you're gonna feel so good. People are gonna think, wow, that kid looks put together, you know, this. And so I finally convinced them to get new shoes, and I was like, see, don't you feel better? Yes. And I'm like,
and see, yeah, no. And I know to you it's like, oh, I don't want to have to be, you know, but at the same time you're the parent. We have to teach them those things. You know? It's hard, but it's like we have to be the ones, because I think the same thing, like we're the ones that are going to teach them what's, you know, what's important or whatever. Because see, yeah, my dad was like that. My mom was more chill. Like she really didn't like wear makeup or like care about like hairstyles. But I feel like, you know, when you get older, like middle school, you start caring like about how your hair and stuff. So I was like, okay, my mom no sabe peinar. Like if I want to do it, I have to learn. So I started like, you know, just like yo solita y también. And I was like, we have to, you know, I guess it builds that confidence. So I
Oh,
feel like
yes.
it's so
Especially when you're
important.
so self-conscious, like in middle school, high school,
Mhm.
you know, you have to find a way to make yourself look a little cute.
Yes, like girl,
Because we
our
were
little
not
ugly
cute.
phase.
Going back to the taking care of yourself. So yeah, you definitely do feel a difference, especially with like when you look cute. I feel like that's completely true what they say, that you're gonna feel good, and whenever you look like crap, then you're gonna most likely feel, unless you do it like, okay, it's like a self-care day and you kind of want to be doing like, you know, like your nails, or you purposely you want to be doing masks all day, you get me? That's like different than just being like, yeah, I'm not even. Sometimes like I got to a point where when I had COVID, where I literally didn't even brush my hair.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna go. Literally, that honestly, you know how many times like my hair se enreda tan feo because I won't even brush. And I was like, and
That's
I remember that you would
lazy.
say, like, dude, it's so good to brush your hair every night. I was like, I
Yeah.
need to do that because it happens.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes it's not even about like getting ready. Like, I'm not saying like you always have to have like a hella beat down,
No.
hella glam.
Mhm.
Sometimes just doing your hair and not even wearing makeup, like you already feel so much better. It's just like doing one thing that's gonna make you feel pretty and make you feel like, okay, you care about yourself.
Even like curling your lashes, you know, or putting a little bit of like lip tint or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think that we should make that a habit.
Yeah.
But what would you recommend for people that like they get lazy?
For the laziness, honestly, I feel like we all have our days. Like, okay,
Uh-huh.
if you're gonna do like one day out of the week and be lazy, not wear makeup, 2 days, you know, you're on your period, like okay,
Yeah.
cool. But if you feel like yeah, it's mañana, like you're on your third, fourth day, and then like you're only getting ready when you're gonna leave your house. Like to me, I feel like that's when it's like you should be getting ready for yourself, not even when you're not gonna see anybody. You
Yeah.
know, just for you. And it just to like beat that at the end of the day, it's like, girl, you know how much prettier you feel when you brush your hair, when you do, you know, when you te pones una trenza and like a little lip gloss, you know, just those little things, or when you at least take off, you know, your clothes that you've been wearing for like 2 days.
Yeah. Or even like you're also like in a better mood. I have noticed like I can be such a, I get impatient.
Mm-hmm.
Like I try gentle parenting, I do. But sometimes I lose my shit, you know? I get like, I'm like, oh, like just like stop it, you know? I don't hit my kids. Pero sometimes I do scream, not scream at them, but I just get like, oh my gosh, stop, like hold on, you know?
Yeah,
Because I'm like,
annoyed, like it's
yeah,
hard to
like annoyed,
control.
yeah, like frustrated. But I have noticed that whenever I look good, and like you said, even if it's just one thing that I do, even if I just straighten my hair, obviously you look cuter than you
Yeah.
having like your hair all like gassy, you know. So
Yeah, like you
so
care.
you're I'm even a nicer mom when I'm put
Yes.
together, you know.
I
So
literally feel the same way. I feel like there's times where I would wake up because I would hear him wake up and like already there, guess what? As soon as you open your eyes, you're already taking care of somebody else. You didn't even get to do anything for you yet. So
exactly.
like, yeah, I would already wake up in a bad mood without me even realizing it, you know? Then I wake up and I have to change his diaper and then he's hungry and he wants water. He wants, you know, this and that. And you haven't even like, you're literally all like,
Yeah.
you know, and
And
I
then
hate that. And
yeah.
it's like you feel that stress. So of
Yeah.
course you're gonna be mad. And like I notice myself that I'm more clumsy and like not in a good headspace. And if I allow myself to stay there, like sometimes I literally am like, okay, the kid I cooked for him and everything, la cocina está un desastre, and I'm like, leave it for 5 minutes and go fix yourself. Go drink some water, take your vitamins, go
Yeah.
brush your hair, do something. And just those few minutes, dude, it makes me feel better. Like it makes me think a lot about this book that I read, right? From Don Miguel Ruiz.
Oh yeah, I love him.
It like literally just like touched my heart so much because he says like in this life, like life has a price for each one of us. And that price is how much you love yourself. So some people that price is super high and you see like, dang, you know, being around that person, like their price of the how much they love and respect themselves is so high. So everything that that person says and does is like high energy. And when you see a person that really doesn't love themselves, that really don't care about how they look, you know, or what they do or what they say, like they don't, you know, they're not, you know, doing something like they're like, you see that their price for their life is like, you know, down.
Exactly.
So it's like we have to, like, no one's gonna give you that love that you're looking but yourself. And like if you want your child, like that's what I feel like it really motivates me even more is like my son. Like if I want him to, you know, have these good qualities that I want, then I need to show him that. You know, I need to do that.
Definitely, we do recommend for you to find something that you can do for yourself every day, whether it's curling your lashes, your hair, like even if it's something super small, throwing on an outfit, you know, instead of being in your PJs all day. That will make such a difference.
Two-piece set, like something quick, like where you don't
and
gotta
comfy,
think about it.
even if it's comfy and still cute, like you said, a two-piece set, it
still will make you feel way better. Like
than just being in like a big old t-shirt. You know? Like, even with bras too. I was literally telling my hubby today, like I changed like having those nice bras that are like the unlined. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just like comfortable. Like packing on this, like toda, like, you know, all day. I feel like that also matters, but obviously being comfortable in nice ones. And I'm like, okay, having a cute outfit, quick little two-piece set, and just like she said, finding like that one thing like that you can do every day. Before I had my son, I didn't realize that because I was dealing with infertility because like I couldn't get pregnant with him. Like I decided to just, I didn't want to think about it. So I worked. Like I literally had like a job like at the office Monday through Friday, regular hours. And then on the weekend, I'd have clients like doing makeup like back to back. So I literally worked Monday through Sunday, every day, like every single day, because I didn't want to, you know, like
think about it or have any free time to just have those thoughts.
But what happened was I wasn't taking care of myself because I was working so much that I didn't have time to like eat right, sleep, and I was already dealing with like infertility issues. So like my weight was like, you know, going up and down. So all that, literally I was the heaviest I had ever been. And I was like, dude, I was single. I wasn't single. I didn't have I didn't have Kai. So I was like, okay, yeah, I was married, but I didn't have Kai. So I was like, I didn't realize that I was in depression, you know, because I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't eating right. Like I was just overworking myself, you know? So then I realized when I started taking care of myself, like, hey, instead of working so much that you don't have time to eat, so then you just stop and get something bad to eat. I was like, no, block off time and cook yourself something to eat that's healthy. Like I started doing those things.
Like that's also taking self-love.
Yes, like literally my weight just came down by itself, and like that's how I ended up pregnant with Malachi. But I was like, dude, I didn't realize that all those things is in self-love, like loving yourself, like taking time to yourself to eat good, sleep, like not just either work,
drinking water.
Yes, dude, like all that stuff. I was like, even before a kid, you can fall in depression by not taking care of yourself. Because even back then, because when I was chunky, like no me arreglaba, no, like I really didn't do makeup most of the time. Like I was like, oh, I don't have time to do my makeup because I have to go work to do makeup on a client, you know, stuff like that. Like I would notice that. So I was like, no, you weren't putting enough time in for yourself.
Yeah, you can wake up earlier and get it done.
And now that you touched the subject of like infertility, I don't know if it's like a sensitive topic to you, but like, no, I have friends who have had like problems too, like they couldn't get pregnant, you know? It just sucked because I was easily pregnant, so I would feel like bad because I would be like, damn, I just barely tried last month and I'm already pregnant. So you know how I would feel so bad even telling them sometimes, like, damn, I'm pregnant.
Like I wish you were pregnant
too. Like, it is really hard, like when you're dealing with that, especially when you're like, okay, I really want to be a mom, like especially like when you're in a Hispanic culture, like everybody has kids like hella young.
Y te preguntan cada rato, huh?
They ask.
Yes, and be like, as soon as we got married, like I'm like, dude, I don't know, you know? So I'm like, well, I first got married and like my dad was really strict, so we weren't allowed to like go out much, right? So when we got married, we're like, well, we don't want to have kids yet. Like, let's just have fun because now we get to like do whatever we want. So I was like, okay, we weren't like thinking about kids, but then like later on, I'm like, okay, I'm like 25, 26, like I'm ready to start having kids, and like nothing. So I felt like that's when I said, like, I was started like not taking care of myself because I didn't want to think about it anymore.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, what the heck's going on, you know? So I started eating bad. And then that's when I started working so much. Like I was always literally working. And I was like, I wasn't taking care of myself. And that made it worse. Like it, like one day I just had like that thought, and I was like, girl, how do you expect it like to take care of a baby when you're not even taking care of yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna feed the baby junk all the time like you're eating? Like,
Yeah.
no, like I literally started thinking about all those things, and like it just clicked. And I'm like, in order for me to be like living in a good place, like it starts with you.
Yeah.
So I started, like I said, eating right, and I started working out, and that's when I felt like in love with working out and fitness. And like I was literally going to doctor's appointments like left and right, trying to get pregnant, and it was never working.
How long did you guys try for?
For like 4 years.
Oh my God, 4
years. And like I literally did not have a period, girl, for like 2 years. 2 years, like I did not have one, and it was so bad. Like I would literally cry so bad because I'm like,
dude,
yeah, at first like, oh, I hate having a period. But then as you get older and like you start to like learn about periods and everything, it's like, dude, it's scary. It's scary not having periods. Like that can literally give you cancer.
What? Oh, because you keep it in you. Like you keep the
like what you're supposed to shed. It's toxic.
So what? Like your body just keeps it in there, or what?
Yeah, your body literally keeps it. Yeah, you're literally like it literally keeps it in there, which is that's why a lot of ladies who like have like hormonal imbalances or whatever tend to, you know, we can be, what is it called, like linked to cancer more often if you're not taking care of yourself. You know, like you gotta, like, it's due to like inflammation and then cuerpo. Well, what I have is PCOS, and that's like inflammation of the ovaries and stuff like that. So that's why I was like, okay, I gotta start eating better. So I started eating better, and like the weight literally started coming down, and my periods came back by themselves. Like I was like,
wow, that's all you needed.
Yes, to like take care of yourself. Like eat right. When you eat right,
and also reduce the stress.
Reduce the stress, because I feel like stress also, like so many things, bad things can happen when you get stressed out. And I feel like some people don't realize that. And a lot of people overwork themselves, because that's what I feel like like America has become. Like just working and chasing something better, trying to be successful, but
hustle culture.
Yeah, and that's so like too much
sometimes, you know? I don't feel like that's healthy.
Literally.
Like
it's not, dude. And that's why like I literally had to stop myself because of how much I work, dude. Like I'm telling you, like I knew I worked too freaking much, because on top of that, I was still doing YouTube and I was still doing Instagram. So I was doing a full-time job, and then like makeup and hair, and then this, like it was a lot, you know, but I didn't have.
You're such a hard worker.
Girl, thank you. You too, though. Not that you too.
You're that person that I can talk to, and you like kind of pick me up, because I see like what you're doing, you know, and I'm just like, sometimes I go through I'm like, fuck this, like, because it's hard, like, as a small creator, like, sometimes nos desesperamos and we get decepcionados, you know, and even larger.
I feel like sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Sorry to cut you off.
No.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard, like, and like we like bounce back off of each other, like as friends, you know, like, hey, when you need that pick me up, you know, like it's good to see like your friend also working out, you know, especially like us that we stay home and maybe we don't go to the gym and have like that, you know, interaction.
We don't have interaction with anybody.
Yes, literally me, girl. I literally stay home 24/7. So it's like I literally get on my stories and I like connect with you guys because I'm like, oh look, she's working out. It motivates me to like do it for myself too. You know, like, oh look, she's starting and working on her business. Let me try a little harder. I could do it too. Like it's like that motivation that we each need. And I feel like it's good like to surround yourself with those same people that have those same ideas. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like
exactly.
that same energy. I know sometimes some people be like, you just share like because you want to show off your body.
Why are they like that?
Yeah. It's like, dude, it's not about that. Like, I share because I want to like see motivate you. Like, cause I get motivated. Like sometimes, like I said, like I get on your page and I see that you're working out, you're doing squats. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta work out. Then I see like Jasmine, Whitney Simmons, like they motivate me. Yeah. Like watching them do it, it like pumps me up and I just feel so much better. And like I always do that too, like how I feel after I work out and when I don't work out. You know, like it's you feel that difference, right?
You do, yeah.
I think we touched on
that topic. We didn't expect to touch on infertility, but since you mentioned it, you know.
And I know that you do have a few videos. I feel like you have one that I saw that went pretty viral for you, huh? With the PC.
Yeah, dude, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that one was good. I feel like that one, I was actually pregnant with Malachi and I was really shy, like talking about it because it's like you're talking about how, like, girl, how I got pregnant. You know? Like
we did it like this
like, no.
and like this.
Yes. You're gonna go over here, like, no, you know,
like this.
Yeah, make sure your legs are up, girl. But I was like, no, I told my husband, like, no, I really want to share this video, you know, like I want to share it because I feel like it's gonna help someone. Like it was something that I didn't really talk about to no one before. Yeah. And I was like, no, but I'm gonna do it. And I feel like honestly, it went to the women that needed it because the comments that I get on there, like they always like seriously, someone will make me cry. Like some of the ladies,
it's so
like,
hi, dude,
yes,
and that's
why, like, girl, I've been there, you know. So I was just like, I'm gonna tell them what worked for me, and hopefully, like, it works for somebody else. And you know, like it's about loving yourself, working out, and
I know that like I cannot speak on it too much because I've never gone through that. You know, I was really blessed to be able to get pregnant literally like rapido, but but even like when, because we were actually trying with they were both planned, but with Bella we actually were, I was tracking my ovulation and everything, and I remember that I wouldn't ovulate and I was like, what the hell? Like I would take those tests, none of them were positive, and I would feel so sad. And I would tell Sergio, like, damn babe, I can't, like, I would feel sad. And once I got the positive, of course, you know, I was like, okay, yeah, like, okay, it's fine. But I remember telling him, like, I cannot imagine what, like, women go through, seeing, like, month to month just it's not happening for them. And then it's like, it turns into years.
Yeah.
You know, and then it just, for me, it was like maybe like a month that I had to track it and it wasn't happening and I was already panicking. So I was like, I can't imagine someone, you know, like I think that we should be more sensitive to that topic because I think especially in the Hispanic community, they're like quick to say like, when are you gonna have kids, you know? And it's like, well, some people are struggling, they just can't pop a kid out, you know, like it's harder for them.
Like before, like I was so used to people always asking, you know, and like, dude, I remember this one time, like I literally cried so freaking bad because I was working, like doing a makeup job. And that's when I was at my heaviest and I was like really depressed because like I couldn't have babies, you know. I was like, okay, like it's not working, like, you know, whatever, like it was not in a good place. And there's a lady literally was like, ay, ¿cuántos meses tienes? And I just looked at her and like I'm like, I'm nice and I know I wouldn't have said anything.
God, but you don't ask that, even if like, dude, honestly, even if I see a bola, even if I see like the actual, like I know she's fucking pregnant, but I will not ask. Because I'm like, no, sometimes like people have their babies and they're left with a little bit of a belly. Yes. So I would hate to be that person to be like, oh, how many months? Oh, I just gave birth.
You get me? So I never say nothing unless they bring it up.
Dude, when I tell you, I was literally like heartbroken. And she was eating with her husband. Like it was for a quinceañera that I was doing. And like they were sitting down and she said that and I turned around and I was like, no estoy embarazada, right? She's like, and her husband, he's like, dude, he almost freaking chokes on his menudo. I literally, she got so red. She was so red, but I was like, por vieja metiche.
Yeah, it's because like, that's just a question you don't ask.
Yes, and she was like, ay, perdón, and like, I just, like literally ignored her. I finished up, but I literally cried so bad on the drive home because I was like, dude, I'm not pregnant. Like, it was just so bad. It was hard, like every month. So it got to the point where I literally just stopped taking tests. Like, I was like, I'm not taking them anymore. Like, I can't deal with that every
And
month.
at this point, what would your husband tell you? He would just like
He would always be like, I don't want a baby, babe. I don't want a baby.
Oh.
Yeah, he'd always be like, I don't want one. But he'd be like, every once in a while, he'd be like, oh, I know when we do have kids, like they're gonna be so cute. Like, oh,
like
I want a little girl just like you. Yeah, he would always tell me that. So I'm like, okay, like I know you want kids.
Yeah,
like,
but he would just tell you to not.
Yes, but he'd be like, no, like we're having so much fun, just you and me. Like we don't need it. He's like, we get to buy whatever we want. Like,
He was being
like
supportive. Yeah.
Yes, but it was so hard, and I'm like, girl. So finally, like at that time when I was pregnant, like I was so afraid to take the test because I was like, I don't want it to be no, because I was like so freaking scared. But I was like, because I can't imagine too, like how many women who have like lost a baby or like all that, like dude, it's what I struggled with is like seeing sometimes some girls get pregnant so easily that didn't even want to get pregnant, or like those ladies that would be like, oh yeah, they got arrested because they killed the baby, dumped it in the dumpster, like I'd be like, dude, all these other women that are crying every month because they wish they could be mothers, y estas otras acá aventando niños.
Dude, sometimes for a long time, especially like I said, I have like a few friends that went through that through infertility. I would be so mad and I would be so against abortions. Like for me, I would just be like, but why? Like, why are you gonna be like killing your baby? And when there's people trying to have a baby and that's like their biggest wish. But I mean, now I have different views because I do understand that there's different situations, and there's some situations where sometimes it is not your fault, and it is it should be legal to do it. But yeah, for a long time I was just like, I couldn't get myself to agree with it. But yeah, I completely understand. Like, I don't know why that happens. Like, the people that deserve to have kids, sometimes it doesn't happen for them. And some people are horrible mothers and they get like 10 kids and you get me? It's just like, dang.
Check one, check two.
Yeah.
Literally, that's all they care about.
And I'm sure that was hard, like to think about, because I'm pretty sure you went through like a period where you were like a little bit, were you ever like a little bit jealous or like angry?
Yeah, of course, girl. I would literally get jealous if I would hear like, oh, so-and-so was pregnant, that's why I'm saying, like, I feel like now that's why I push self-love so hard, because when people, like, I've had people around me sometimes be like, oh yeah, but you're too positive, or you're too this, like, yeah, because I've already been the other way.
Yeah.
And I knew how ugly that felt. Like, I felt ugly that I was literally just like having ugly thoughts, like, oh, why is that person pregnant? Why is this not? Like, toda fea y amargada, pero es ¿por qué? Porque así era yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't feel good. I wasn't treating myself good, and I wasn't being a good energy to be around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, you were being a little bit toxic too.
Yes, like literally toxic. Yeah. And I'm like, that's not good. That's not a good feeling. So that's why I literally had like a click in my head one day, and I was like, dude, it all starts with you.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Like, I was being like ugly, feeling ugly. I was always like in an ugly mood. Like, why would I expect my hubby to be nice to me when I'm being so mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was like being patient with me. And like all that stuff just started clicking to me. I'm like, girl, you need to be loving yourself. You need to be taking care of yourself, because that's going to show other people how they should treat you, you know? And I was like, and then I didn't want to be in that low toxic place.
Negative.
Yes, negative, just not feeling good. And like, it's true when they say like how you feel about yourself is how you treat yourself. Like, like you let yourself go. Like, I didn't care about how I looked. I didn't care about anything, honestly, except just, not dealing with what was really going on. Like, I knew that I had to like eat better, be healthy. If I ever thought like, hey, you want to lose weight to feel better about yourself,
Yeah.
Because like, dude, that matters. Like, when you start working out and you start like losing weight, or you start getting like your gains, and like, hey, you want to take pics because you feel so much cuter than when you don't take care of yourself.
I agree with you. I was the same way. Like, I would complain a lot, and I would be like, I'm telling you, like, once I started getting into like spirituality and all that, I started realizing, like, you know what? It's so true. Like, I'm also being toxic, you know? Like, I should not be like that.
And it takes a lot for you to like admit that to yourself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it kind of hurts.
Yes. Like, I feel like it's easy to like to spot it in other people. Like, you know, but when it comes to you, like, it's hard. Like, it's not nice. No. But we got to do it. We got to do that work.
Well, at least we realized it, and we're not like hard-headed and tercas and just staying the same. You know, at least we're growing and we're trying to change.
Yes, definitely. I know it's like you can't always be all love and light. You know, I know there's times where
of course, like, you're human too. Like, you're gonna, like, if something goes wrong, it's natural to complain. But it's also like, okay, also see like the good in it, or also like, don't just be negative about it all day, you know. No dejes que te amargue el día o así, you know. So yeah, it's hard, but
también too is like when you are in that negative energy, realize that that's really all you're gonna attract. You're gonna attract other people in that same energy, because it's like what you're saying, like, that's what you're gonna attract, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Saying, like, if you're around somebody that's always complaining and you're a person that doesn't complain, like, most likely you're not gonna want to be around that. So you're gonna kind of go the other way, you know, just like you're gonna want to be around someone that's always speaking positively.
Yes. Yeah. And I have a friend, her name is Yesenia. Shout out Yesenia. We used to go to like hike together and do all that. And she's oh my God, so positive. Even through like everything that she's went through, I literally would talk to her and I would feel refreshed. Like, I would, and I would feel so good. Like, taking that hour to go with her and just talk to her and have talks would, like, we would go on Sundays, and the rest of the week I would have such a good week, and I would be so motivated because I talked to her. And I'll be like, dude, like, you're so positive, and you know, she always is like so positive. Energy. Yeah, it's like good energy, you know, you feel it. And we do have some family members. Hold on, my camera died again. Some family members that literally, the last time we hung out with them, all they did was like talk shit about people.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I remember telling Sergio, like, hi babe, like, I'm sorry, but doesn't it feel like draining? Like, can we talk about something else? Can we talk about the weather? That would leave us feeling so drained and in a bad mood. Yes. So even now I'm like, hi babe, I don't feel like going over there like with them, because it just makes me feel drained and negative and in a bad mood. So
literally, I never heard of this term till recently. I was watching a TikTok and it was saying that a lot of people make trauma bonds, like traumatic bonds, like where you talk about like all the bad crap that you've gone through or dealing with, like toxic, like, oh, you know, whatever toxic situations that you're in, like that's all you talk about. Be like, yeah, it's entertaining, and that's all your friend is receiving from you. And what they like, what are you gonna tell them? Like, well, you need to tell them
something worse.
Yes, like all your stuff. So then, like, literally that's all you give to each other. So by the end of the conversation, like, all you have is the stuff that you're dealing with on top of what they're dealing with, and it can be heavy for some people. Do you know who Shay Mitchell is?
No.
Shay Mitchell, she's this girl from like Pretty Little Liars, right? She made this TikTok. One of those girls, she actually did this, it was like a TikTok or something, and they were interviewing her, and she was talking about like toxic friends and family. How like she, at the end of the day, like she told herself, like, after that conversation, you feel drained, like you have to be honest with yourself, and you got to tell yourself, like, hey, I can't hang around that anymore. If you want to like feel better, like, how are you going to do that if you're
exactly? And I agree, I 1000%, but I think it's easier said than done, you know, because what if like it's your best friend?
Yeah, I guess,
you know, like, how do you freaking tell her, like, I just don't want to hang out with you no more? Get away from me, you know? So you kind of be like, how do I even tell? It's like a breakup.
Yeah.
Like a breakup, you know, like, what
literally. I think like friendships like literally are like relationships. Like you have to treat them like a relationship.
Yeah.
Like literally for it to like blossom, bloom and grow, like it has to be like that.
What if like your friends think that you're being like fake or something because you're growing into a different person? You get me? So it's kind of like,
girl, you didn't used to be like that.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Like shut up.
Like girl, don't forget where you from.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But we all grow and change. Like we all, I hope, you know, you don't want to be stuck in your mentality from like 7th grade. Or
exactly. I think it's harder like sometimes because like either some people want to stay like in the same, you know,
yeah, because they're like, that's how I am.
Yeah, that's who I am, or that's how my family is. Like that's who we are, or whatever. But it's like, no, like sometimes like I'm not that person that I was back then no more.
Yeah.
You know, like I was like learning to become who I am. When I was in school, dude, I did not have any friends. I didn't talk to nobody. Like
you were just like a loner or what?
Yes, like literally my parents did not like us to have like friends because they were really religious, like and strict. So we weren't really allowed to have like friends out in school. Like when I would go to school, like I would have like, oh hey, what's up? But like I would never hang out with nobody. I would never like go to anybody's house or like nothing like that. So I feel like when I started on social media, people would be like, I'd have some people that would hit me up and be like, you didn't even talk in school. And like you're over here filming videos. Like, you know, like I have people
yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I know I didn't talk much, but
I do talk and I do like I changed.
Yes. And I think like some people like don't expect that. Like they're like, well, you weren't like that when you were
like, what the
hell? Like girl, what the heck? Like, you know, or like sometimes like you could have had like a different style. Like you were like, you know, I like to dress like this.
Yes,
I feel like you change. Like even
me.
Like I feel like I used to be more into like my Mexican culture, like when I lived with my parents, and then now that I'm like married and my husband no habla español, so it's like I don't listen to Spanish music like that no more. I don't. You know, it's just not the same. Like I feel like you are always changing. You know
always. Like we're not gonna be the same person we were last year. You know, we're gonna be hopefully growing and changing, and we're getting older. Like we get wiser and we just go through different things. And I feel like experiences too, like they, you know, whatever you go through changes you too.
But I think we're gonna wrap this up. It was so nice talking to you. If you guys do want to follow Leslie, she does have a YouTube channel. She does have her business Instagram, and then she does have her personal Instagram. So go ahead. I will leave everything down below linked. Thank you again for being here with me. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.